Good morning, YouTube. Old Rusty here again today for another wonderful farm. This is the best infinite rotten flesh hunger effect food farm. Why would you want to build this? Because rotten flesh is good. Look at that. I have the hunger effect now. What is the point of food? The point of food is to eat it. But when your saturation is full, you can't eat anymore. And what good is that? And there's exactly two foods in the game you can eat that are going to give you hunger. Rotten flesh and puffer fish. And I'm done with fish. I'm done with fish. But it's funny. If you do something silly like get into YouTube and give it a search algorithm of Minecraft Bedrock bone meal farm, what you end up getting is the same thing you get with an iron farm or a kelp farm or anything else. Oh, it's the best. It's infinite. Infinite. Hey, if it makes one item an hour and you wait forever, it's infinite. Well, I bring you the infinite hunger effect farm with rotten flesh. Why? Because it's the bestity best in 1.20.30.40.50.80. Let's just put all the bests and infinite in our names. Okay, I'm gonna go with this. So, why am I eating rotten flesh? Well, because hunger, right there. What does that mean? I burn through stuff more quickly, which means I can eat more of it. Well, what's the best way to absolutely get rotten flesh in the game? I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Rusty, it's a gold farm, obviously. You'll get all those zombified piglins dropping. Well, you know, you're right, there's a lot, but we want quality. Your average zombie pigman that would come from a nether portal can only drop 0 to 4 rotten flesh. With looting 3. That's not good enough. Now, your zombies, and your husks, and your drowned, they'll all drop 0 to 5. I said this was the best, right? We want the best. Well, it turns out it's zoglins. They'll drop 1 to 6 rotten flesh. Why? I don't know, but that's what we're going to use today. How do I get a zoglin? Well, first, you need a hoglin, and then you have to send them to the overworld. So, let's talk about that. Your average hoglin has a hitbox of 1.3, which means when I do something silly like this, he's gone. Oh, but what about the babies? Well, there's always that. We can't get them through those portals. They're going to run. They're going to run in fear, and they're going to see Mr. Coral Fan here and think, I can be safe now. And then we're going to cook them. But we don't want cooked pork chops today. We want rotten flesh. Now, what if one of those baby zoglins gets through? Well, fun fact, it'll drop rotten flesh too. Why? Who cares? We're here for the best infinite hunger farm. So, really simple. All you have to do, we'll go over here. We'll go over here and we'll just, let's see if we can't maybe see some spawn in real quick. I'll do a few kill commands. There we go. Now, we just need the one. Because what's going to happen is they're going to spawn in. Then they're going to immediately poof out of existence. Unless I have silly striders somewhere around here, which is entirely possible. If you were thinking this was going to be a good farm. Do you know the channel you're on? You're literally watching a thing about hunger right now. Now, I could wait for a while for them to spawn AFK up there, spawn proof a bunch of stuff, get some hoglins, or we can just do this. Because really, this is a two-player farm. Oh, look how fast they go when they do spawn. See, oh, look. Oh, and then they ran through too. Now you're thinking, why would I go through the same portal? What if they're zoglins and they want to say hello? Now, you run that guy, you run those little buggers through. It's okay. In the meantime, because we're just doing shoddy here today, we're just going to throw our tridents on top of trapdoor tridents. We're going to hold our looting 3 sword. We're going to start... Oh, see? Even they make it. It doesn't matter. I don't actually think I even got all these guys. They were popping in there a good bit before this. And then they'll just drop. And then it's okay. They're not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. The cobwebs slow them down so we can convert those hoglins that are just going to give us cooked pork. Who wants that? We want rotten flesh. We want the infinite rotten flesh best farm. And we'll just keep on making rotten flesh forever. Is there a metaphor in here with taking a quality product like a hoglin and turning it into a quality product like a zoglin, and taking that quality product where you could use it for fun mob farms, and instead you're turning it into a ridiculous amount of rotten flesh that you continue to eat? One might call this a subpar food, below even the lowly golden carrots in its quality, of which golden carrots are bottom level. I think there may be a metaphor in here somewhere for search algorithms idling your stuff the best. Why anyone would do this, I don't know. I don't mean like the best as in, oh, this is a really good, bone meal farm, and then you're going to call it best because honestly it is. I'm talking about when you do that search and then you go and see other farms with zero-tick kelp. It's the best! The best! You know what? Just state your rates. And when you say your rates, just actually give it. Count it, or just say that you don't. So we're going to say that this little rotten flesh farm, of which I feel may be a good metaphor for things, we're instead of saying it makes, I don't know, 2.5 stacks in 5 minutes when you use a spawn egg, we're just going to call this 5,933 stacks of rotten flesh for you to keep eating to get that sweet, sweet hunger effect. From zoglins, it's almost like you've gone out of your way to actually not be good. And here's the best part. If you're making Minecraft videos to get monetized on YouTube, I could think of a couple of people who do it well. Those couple of people also will sit there and test their farms properly and go and rate list, decent rates. This is a actually legitimate thing. And, give credit whenever they go and take farms involving, I don't know, flaming arrows, killing pigs or something along those lines, or some other nonsense. If you're gonna do a creeper farm, maybe say how to do it right. But no, that's okay. Hey, look, I killed a pig with a trident from in the air. That's a new farm. It delivers 9,726 stacks of cooked pork an hour. Look, it's cooked. The cooked pork, it's so good because it's cooked pork. Hey, look, I built a zoglin farm that uses 2D and nether portals. There's no obsidian in this farm. Hip hip hooray for rotten flesh. Old Rusty out.